Happy Friday, Kipsters! Today we're going to talk about ancient China and the Silk Road. Our aims for today. Kipsters will be able to locate the Silk Road on a map and describe the importance and contributions the Silk Road made to society. Kipsters will be able to analyze the text to prepare for a Socratic seminar in order to discuss text like a college student. You'll notice that the second aim is the same aim that we've had for the last couple weeks. Our Socratic seminar is next week, so I want to make sure that you guys are fully prepared to discuss the article that we've been reading. Here we have two maps of the Silk Road. You'll notice that it starts here in China, and it goes all the way over here to Greece and Rome in Europe. The same is true for this second map. It starts over here in China, it takes a couple different paths, and still ends up over here in the Mediterranean Sea in Europe. The Silk Road was not actually a single road. It was a network of trade routes connecting China and Central Asia to lands beyond, all the way to Rome. Remember to be filling in your guided notes with trade routes, China and Central Asia. The Silk Road was named because silk was one of the major goods traded along this road. Silk wasn't the only thing traded. Other goods, ideas, and religions were also traded along the Silk Road. One of the major religions that were traded was Buddhism. Buddhism was one of the major ideas and religions that was spread along the Silk Road. It started in India and spread throughout Asia and beyond because of the Silk Road. Confucianism was another major school of thought in China. You'll remember that we talked about how Emperor Han added Confucius ideas into his way of governing. It helped him to make a more peaceful and helpful society. Confucianism was based off of Confucius' ideas about creating a just and peaceful society. So when Emperor Han added these ideas into his governing, it helped him to rule his people better. At this point, you can either read along with me as I read aloud, or you can turn off the video and read the article by yourself. The Silk Road was the world's first superhighway. Not literally a single road. It consisted of a network of trade routes connecting China and Central Asia and lands beyond, all the way to Rome. There were many branching offshoots to the north and the south. The Silk Road began as far back as 4,000 years ago and got its name from the luxurious, brightly colored cloth that was China's biggest export. Goods were usually transported by large caravans made up of guides, soldiers, religious pilgrims, merchants, and hundreds of product-carrying camels. The Silk Road flourished for more than 3,000 years and had a major influence on the cultures of Asia, Europe, and Africa. Politics made business on the Silk Road difficult and often dangerous. Caravans of traders had to travel through many kingdoms and city-states that fought each other. When conflict broke out, trade would be interrupted. In addition to difficult and dangerous terrain, bandits and swindlers dotted the routes. However, many kingdoms sought to protect the flow of goods, ideas, and religions that trade along the Silk Road. In particular, the Han Dynasty cracked down on bandits along the route. You may now answer the questions underneath the article on your packet. When you are done, move on to the next article and fill out those questions in your packet.